Hello, my beautiful friend. Welcome back to another practice. This class is going to be very slow. It's restorative. We're going to be lying down on our bellies for most of it, with a couple of other asanas in there which will help us find a relaxed state. So it's perfect for the days where you're just needing a bit of time to connect with yourself, connect with your body and breath. We're going to get started on our bellies. So roll yourself down. I hope you enjoy the sounds of the fire behind me. It is winter in New Zealand, although where you are it may be a completely different season. We're going to find Makarasana, which is our crocodile pose. This is part of our August Animals series. Let's stack our forearms together and then see if you can rest your forehead down on the forearms. And if this is quite intense at any point, or you can't relax in this position, or you struggle to do that, then feel free to maybe bring the wrists together and stack your forehead on the hands, or maybe even forehead to the ground. And if there is any other position that you would like to begin your practice with, then please feel free to find that. And close down the eyes if you haven't already. Finding a moment of surrender. So completely letting go the need to hold, the need to be or do. And when we can relax our body, it means that our mind, our heart, our more subtle parts of ourselves that we cannot see, they tend to show up with a little bit more authenticity. And so we want to try and create space for whatever experience that we're having at the moment. Feeling the space of the third eye activate along the forearms. That third eye that allows us to both look deeper within, but can also see out into the world with a bit more clarity and understanding of our interconnectedness. Also letting the space of our pelvis sink down towards the earth, feeling our root chakra or Muladhara chakra be open here, drawing us back to the physical reality, our rooting sensation, to the ground beneath us. Rooting in the person we are. Once we take away the layers. Can you start to listen to your breath a little bit more? And imagine like you had a balloon in your ribs, and as you breathed in through the nose, you filled up that balloon, feeling that balloon press down towards the mat or the floor, and then exhaling, feeling that balloon deflate. We'll try a couple more breaths like that before we head into a couple of slow, juicy asanas. You're more than welcome to stay here if this feels really good. We're not going to move too far. Just walk yourself up slightly. And we'll cross the left hand over towards the right side and the right arm will cross over to the left side. Doesn't matter which arm is in the front. Just keep trying to walk the backs of the hands out as much as feels comfortable. And then try drop your chest down. And if you had a pillow or a block or something that you'd like to connect your forehead to, then feel free to do so. And if you can't really feel anything, maybe you shift yourself back a bit more or shift yourself forward a bit more and just have a little play with your body alignment here. And one final option is if you wanted to take one of the knees out in front. Again, doesn't really matter too much which one it is. Might come in line with the hip or a little bit higher. And then maybe you close down the eyes again. And if you are experiencing any intensity here, can you breathe into it? And when we can activate some slow, deeper breaths, especially on the exhale, it tells our nervous system that it is okay, it is safe to be here. And so we tend to find a little bit more space, a little bit more softness. Let's take about 3 more deep breaths here. Maybe the arms can slide away just a little bit more on the last breath. Got a couple of different options as we come out. You're more than welcome to keep the knee where it is. And maybe you just lie down with the forehead or the temple touching the ground for kind of our Adha Dekasana, our frog pose. Now the option is to find a sphinx pose. Elbows come underneath the shoulders, hands come out in front. Now you can stay with the knee out like this. If that's feeling a bit too much, then just slide the knee in, finding a neutral pelvis here. Maybe you close down the eyes. And it can also feel really nice to have a couple of pillows underneath the chest here to find a bit more support, if that felt good for you. Can you breathe in and maybe press up a little bit more through the elbows, lifting through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, you draw the shoulders back a little bit more. Feel the heart space kind of shine towards the front of the mat. Let's take one more breath here. And then slowly lower yourself down. We are going to find that all on the other side. So the other arm is going to cross in front this time. And then maybe you stay here. Maybe the other knee comes up towards the side. Maybe you close down the eyes. And perhaps you can start to feel or hear those kind of subtle messages, subtle kind of trails that the deeper parts of ourselves may lead you to. And often during our day, we try cover up those parts because we are trying to attend to other things that we deem are more important. And it's important that we do take time to slow down, to hear, to listen to our deeper needs, because that's where our deep wisdom comes from. And it shows us that everything we need is already here within us. Two more deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, unwinding and finding that position that worked well for you. So again, maybe it's lying the head down, maybe it's hands out. This is a subtle back bend shape here. So we're extending the spine, feeling opening through the front body, maybe through the hips. Subtle squeeze of the glutes here. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Two more deep breaths. And then slide yourself back down. Let's bring the hands by the ribs. I'm going to press up onto the knees. And then maybe you just stay forward. For the purpose of where I am, I'm going to turn to the side of the mat to bring my feet out wide. Finding our Upavista Konasana, our wide-legged pose. Take a big breath in. Turn the knees and toes towards the sky. As you exhale, can you walk yourself forward here? Maybe hands come forward a little bit, maybe it comes forward a little bit more. This will be our kind of last asana that we take before we head down onto our backs. So you're more than welcome to bend your knees here to give yourself a little bit more space. And can you connect in with that balloon again? So feeling it slowly expand to the sides of the mat and the front and back of the mat. It's that multi-directional breath that allows us to find a little bit more presence. Can you drop the weight of the head here? Three more deep breaths. And just walk yourself up slightly. Bring the right hand out in front of you. Can you breathe in and sweep the left hand towards the back a little bit more? And exhale, find a bit more of a twist. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Let's try the other side. Left hand comes down, breathe in. Find a twist. Reach the right hand back. Exhale. Let's come back through center. We're going to make our way down onto our backs. So roll yourself down, take your time. Maybe you draw your knees up into a ball, giving you a little hug, a little squeeze, a little saying of, I hear you, I see you. Let's bring the knees up over the hips. And when the hands come towards the side a bit more, breathe in. As you exhale, take a little twist towards the right, dropping both knees down towards the side. Maybe you look down the left side body. We're not going to stay here for too long. Breathe in, come back through center. Let's try the other side. Resting the right side of the temple down. And then when you're ready, come back through center. Shavasana just for a moment. Closing down the eyes. Maybe your legs are extended here. Maybe they're bent. You could find a Supta Baddha Konasana with the knees out and the feet in. And just for the final moments of our practice, can you find complete surrender here? Letting the facial muscles relax. Feeling the weight of our body just drop completely towards the earth. Finding that rooting sensation. And if you have more time, I would so highly encourage you to stay here for at least a couple more minutes. If you were wanting to head out, let's just slowly start to make some movements in the body. And we'll make our way up into a seat. Finding a closed eye before we head out. Maybe hands come through heart center, and just check in with what you may need going forth into the rest of your day. And then see if you can give that to yourself. Seeing ourselves, hearing ourselves, our deeper selves, and making sure that we attend to them. They will guide us during the day. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you feel a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more settled. From me to you, namaste. And if you really liked this class, then share it with a friend. Give this video a like, maybe a comment. And if you wanted to support me a little bit more directly, then our Patreon account will be linked down below. This is where we post a couple of longer videos, as well as, you being able to support me to produce these free videos. Much love to you.